Hey, welcome to Cherish. Hold up, what? Welcome to She Wonders. This is Ajay, and I am back with a video talking about. I had to get hyped because last video that I made wasn't that hype. So, talking about how I pushed through my LPN program, and I had pushed through my first semester of my ADN transition program. Now, listen. First things first is we need to get our minds right. This is not going to be about a video. Video is not going to be about how to test because or how to study, because I feel like foundationally you have to get your mind right. So one of the first things that I did was not view nursing school as hard. It's not hard. It's a mental thing. And I don't like the word hard because it sets you up for failure. Sorry, I'm nosy sometimes. I like to see what my neighbors are doing. But anyway, it sets you up for failure. Because when you think of hard, you think of a brick wall, and you can't push against that brick wall. So think of it as a challenge. Think of it as a lesson. A challenge is just that. It's a little difficult, it's a little, but it's like a hill you could run up. It's not a brick wall. You could still make progress up this hill. It's just a little resistance, but it will make you stronger. Resistance makes stronger. So that's what LPN is. It's building a muscle. It's building your mental. It's creating neuron connections and all that stuff. Is making new neuron pathways and all that jazz. And so that's first things first. Secondly is accountability. So my auntie, she always used to say, baby, if you haven't tried everything, you haven't tried anything. And I was like, whoa, mind blown. So with that, it creates this mental state where you have to travel each and every path to get to where you need to go. This makes you resilient. That mindset makes you resilient because you're like, okay, well, this didn't work, so I'm going to try this. Okay, this didn't work, so I'm going to try that. This didn't work, okay, so I'm going to try this. And with that, when you exhaust all your resources, then you know you didn't give up. You know you tried. And then that's when it's like, okay, it's not me. It's something else out here. Maybe it's just not for me. But if you haven't exhausted all your resources, then did you even really try? So with that, for me, for example, I know that when I know I didn't exhaust all my resources, I know for sure it's hard for me to point the finger. Oh, the teacher wasn't teaching right, or oh, the teacher doesn't know how. It's the teacher's fault, or it's just the classmates were too loud. Like, if I didn't exhaust all my resources, it's hard for me to find out why, really, outside of myself, why the test didn't work out, or why I didn't understand this concept. Because I also have YouTube. I also have my students, my peers, or my classmates. I also have my teachers to go to. I also have the curriculum resources available to me. So, did I really try? Because also people prior to me passed this class. So, So accountability. And then the third one is I wrote down my whys. So my whys helped me to stop crying. Okay, probably cry a little bit and then go on with my life. But when I got into my LPN program, I was like, girl, there's no time for tears, honestly. If I was crying, it wasn't about schoolwork. It was about family stuff. But so I would write down my whys, and I'd be like, okay, I want to be an LPN for myself, my sisters, a stable family, my mom, stable income, new opportunities to come into my life. Also, yeah, stuff like that. Also, another thing too, because this is a form of affirmations, what I just said, my whys, and what I'm about to say is I had a planner and I would write down, obviously, the plan for those months and upcoming weeks and days and whatnot. And with that, a week prior or a few days prior or even a day prior to my exam or quiz or test, I would write down, I passed. And with that just created this positive mindset in my head. Even if I knew I didn't study that good, but I knew I studied enough, sometimes you just got to let your brain relax, and the concepts that you kind of didn't study that well might come to you because you're not so, tight in the head, you know what I mean? So, with that just allowed me to, keep those positive thoughts cycling in my head. Also, I made sure to feel indifferent about the test. I didn't want to attach my worth to my test. So, whether I failed or passed, I wasn't going to attach my worth to my test because it made it difficult to go on to the next test and do better, because you'd be like, oh shit, well I did horrible this last test. Or if, or okay, I did great this test, and then you go up to the next test and you be like, oh shit, like what's really wrong with me? I thought I did good last time. Like, no, every day is a new day, and so expect it to be just that. Every day is a new day, so it's gonna pop up with new results and new things are gonna happen. So those are a few of the things that I did. What else did I do? Oh, also, I went to the library my first year as an LPN student, so I could use their internet. Also helped me just save a lot on my internet, and I paid the minimum payment for my phone bill. This has nothing to do with your mental, but I didn't want to be distracted by internet. So when my internet slowed down at home, I had no choice but to read a book, do my studies, or do my homework, or watch a movie on the DVD player, because I would borrow movies from the library. So I was strategic about that because I didn't want any distractions. Now it's a little different because I need internet at home because of COVID. I can't go to the library because they limited access and time. But yeah, so those are the few things that I did. Was perceive nursing school as not hard. It's easy. Write down your whys, positive affirmations, accountability, and limit your distractions. Okay, you guys, my camera's about to die. Bye. Remember to share life, share some love, because love has one thing. I'll talk to you later.